Приветствую, друзья, в студии StarNicosGame. Мы начинаем, точнее продолжаем играть Call of Cthulhu. Нам в этой серии надо пробраться как-то на склад, на который в той серии мы пролезть не смогли. Так, это просто, ребята, нам, наверное, верно надо подойти к девчонке. Ух ты. А это было?
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. Just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Ну, давайте пообщаемся с
I
ней.
told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Ага. С ней пообщаться нельзя. А ну, бармен, с
You
тобой.
again. What can I get you?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why
Yes.
not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Странно. Что-то интересное происходит. Давайте
I
еще
read
вот
the
посмотрим.
article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught the biggest whale ever caught. They saved dock water from famine.
Как же он быстро общается.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well.
Well, we all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so...
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Хорошо.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You.
Same again, please.
Here you go.
Давайте еще одну закажем. Может, что-то произойдет?
That's no moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
That'll be all for now.
Что нам можно здесь сделать? Тут закрыто. Что пройти мы не можем. Нам надо найти способ проникнуть на склад. Как это сделать, пока идей нету.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Вот.
I found a threatening letter.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you did.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as...
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Хорошо.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Что, могло ее убить? Или вот это? В море. Давайте убить.
Killer whales don't have many known.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take...
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other?
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Ну давайте про это.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Так. Чудесный
The
лоб.
miraculous catch.
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded wit.
I shall be on my way.
So come.
Что это?
Fishing equipment. Could use
Снаряжение.
some rust remover.
Тут есть туалет. Есть, понятно. Я думал, что-то интересное. Жаль, нельзя вот эту
What a
штуку взять.
macabre souvenir.
Это, походу, трость. Или не трость, как его, на ногу, которая одевается. Когда нет на нее пиратов. Хорошо, спускаемся. Отправляемся опять к складу. Стоп. А этого прохода я не помню.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll...
I shall take my...
Не буду с ним трындеть. Лучше пошлите дальше. Так. Перегородил весь... А нет, не весь проход.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Как поднять эту решетку? Ага, вот катушка. Это лестница? Да, это лестница. Включаем.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Она ручная. А перелезть нельзя? Жаль. А хотелось бы. Что это мигает?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless...
А ну-ка,
This
вот это.
warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asked. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take...
А тут не светится уже этот знак вопроса. Так, надо еще раз прийти туда, глянуть. Когда я вхожу, он начинает светиться. Понятно.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
А вот штуковина, которая нам нужна. Рычаг. Давайте откроем. А почему не можем крутнуть? Да, только уйти. Может, что-то еще не хватает?
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Что это?
Whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Так. Называется «Собери».
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Собери лего. Давайте поставим колесо. И эту штуковину. И
Looks like
повернуть.
everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Хорошо. Подняли люк. Можно спуститься вниз. Посмотреть, что там. Ой. Ой-ой-ой.
Smoke. I hope it's not toxic.
Ой, да, надеюсь, что не ядовитый. Так, бежим. Что находится у нас в этой пещере? Это чё? Твою! Что это было? И то, что игра сохранилась, мне это не нравится. Похоже, начинается что-то интересное. Выключи пока зажигалку, хотя рано.
This is primitive.
Какое-то племя. Поднимаемся наверх. Так, где это мы? Это мы за забором. Хорошо. Вот.
This place stinks.
А вот и склад.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
У нас есть прокачка один. Опыт. Давайте его куда-то вкинем. Вот сюда. Тихо, не то. И прыгнуть. Ой-ой-ой-ой, что так... Что это было? Ладно.
What happened here?
Медицина.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Что это такое? Это оккультизм.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
А что на фотке? Какой яркий белый свет. Аж на глаза давит. А кто это? Какой-то символ. А, тут стоит полицейский за этими воротами. А вот это похоже на выход.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Психология, но она у меня плохо прокачана. Наверное, вот это.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
No. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Понятно. Он находится прямо на скале. Глава 3. Сад вокруг особняка Хокинсов. Ух, чувствую, будет интересное и закрученное приключение. Так, мы приехали. За нами кто-то следит.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Заброшенный.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's... Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon...
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Давайте про это место узнаем.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the...
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Хорошо.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Пойдемте осмотримся. Может, что-то найдем интересное.
$1693. This house is much older than it seems, but the architecture seems too recent.
Дом очень старый. Кладбище.
Poor kid. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the... I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Приюта.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster...
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me
Довернемся.
a minute. I didn't expect...
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Так, тут что-то еще есть. Хорошо, пошлите дальше. Это у нас как я понимаю, обратно или... Тут есть еще проход. Но куда он ведет, непонятно.
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Так, домик чей-то. Хорошо. Тут больше ничего не видно. Пошлите дальше. Так, здесь мы не пройдем. Пойдемте через вторую сторону. По ступенькам. Надеюсь, они тоже не завалены. А то будет не очень приятно перебираться и искать проходы. Так. Сохранение. Что-то есть?
This entrance is still in use.
Просто скрип я услышал.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Забрать? Не думаю. В смысле?
So, little fish, swallowed our tongue, have we?
You won't kill me.
Maybe not, but I'll redo your face before I throw you
Мне
out.
ничего не нажималось.
So talk, and no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Фух. Суровый
What
мужик.
now?
Что у нас тут? Давайте спустимся, глянем, может быть, потом не придется спускаться. Там ворота есть. А тут есть домик, в который нам надо зайти и глянуть. Топор мы взять не можем.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Так, закрыто. Хорошо.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Что это у нас? Это просто окно, чтобы посмотреть, что там творится. Я понял. Бежим к дверям. Теперь у нас есть ключ, мы можем попасть внутрь. Посмотрим, что там внутри происходит. К воротам пока не пойду, потому что они все равно закрыты. Скорее всего.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Так, открываем. И заходим.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Особняк Хокинов. Хокинсов, точнее.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Ну, давайте осмотреться. Что тут находится? Все в паутине.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Опять этот белый свет. Ух ты. Красиво.
What kind of meat is this?
А что это за мясо реально? Какой-то кракен. Так.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Произошла какая-то ссора.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Мясо какое-то реально странное. А что находится тут?
Silas managed to
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
Так. Что это за картина? Как-то странно. Это нормально, это испорченное.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Как так получилось?
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Сейчас давайте прокачаемся. Потому что нам будет сейчас пригодиться. Поиск. Да нет, наверное, надо вот это прокачать. Еще чуть-чуть, чтобы процент больше был. Стой. Вот так вот. И давайте осмотрим место пожара. Кто это?
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Тут был ребенок.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Хокинс много пил.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Ну да. Правда, почему она не сгорела? Это интересно. Туфелька.
They had a fight. Why?
Поругались. Но почему непонятно? Что еще? Вот часы.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Что-то тут еще есть.
Did someone escape the fire?
Кто-то спасся? Странно.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Что это?
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Улики не соответствуют. Несчастный случай.
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
Ну давайте. Время
I was under
пожалуйста.
the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Он вытекает с подозрением. Кто этот доктор? Кстати, кто это доктор?
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on. It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization. By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So, well.
И вот это.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
Из-за лампы.
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Это поджог. Подрались. Ну, возможно.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Ну а что случилось с Хокинсами дальше, мы узнаем уже в следующей серии. Спасибо за то, что смотрели. Подписывайтесь на канал, чтобы не пропускать новые видео. Всем пока-пока.
What the freak out?